Zeal for Knowledge. Chapter 8. The Kalima is the essence of Islam and the basis for all achievements. No good action is acceptable without belief in Kalima. The Sahaba, therefore, devoted most of their energy, especially in the early days of Islam, to the propagation of the Kalima and to fighting with the forces that resisted it. Although their engagements left them very little time to drink deep from the ocean of learning with the single-mindedness demanded thereof, yet their zeal even in this direction has left us a legacy in the form of knowledge about the Quran and Hadith, which is quite highly creditable and a glaring example. When Sahaba got a little leisure from the work that kept them engaged in the beginning of Islam, and also when the number of people in Islam grew considerably, Allah revealed the following verse in the Quran: "And the believers should not all go out, in the path of Allah. Of every group of them, a party only should go forth that they, who are left behind, may gain sound knowledge in religion and that they may warn their folk when they come to them, so that they may beware." Horad Abdullah bin Abbas, radhiyallahu anhu, says, "The verses of the Quran which were revealed in the beginning of Islam, demanding every Muslim to move out in the path of Allah, for example, 'If you go not forth, He will afflict you with a painful doom. Go forth, light and heavily armed, and strive with your wealth and your lives in the way of Allah.' These verses were later on superseded by the foregoing verse, which advised only a party from each group to leave their places. The Sahaba, very few in number as they were, had to assume the responsibilities of Islam in all fields. Allah therefore endowed them with the versatility that was theirs. After the Sahaba, the Islam spread far and wide and the Muslims swelled in number. Again, the later people lacked the versatility of the Sahaba. Allah then caused different people to specialize in different branches of Islamic learning. Muhaddithin then were to devote themselves to the collection and propagation of Hadith. Similarly the Fuqaha, jurists, Sufia, experts in Zikr, Qur'an, experts in recitation of Quran, Mujahideen, fighters in the path of Allah, etc., each own group had its own field to take up as a whole-time task. This was very necessary at that time, for otherwise different branches of Islamic learning would not have developed so nicely, as it is difficult for one man to specialize in all the branches. The Prophets, alayhimus salam, and specially Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the chief among them, were specially endowed with such a capacity. This will explain why the stories of other eminent personalities, besides the Sahaba, have also been narrated in this chapter.